Hi guys and welcome to MotorBeam. This right here is the Maruti Brezza. They have dropped the Vitara name from the nameplate of this car. Now I know you guys are very smart. You know what features this car has, what are the specs. So what I'm going to do is drive this car for 200 kilometers in and around Chennai in traffic, out on the highways, and tell you more about the real world mileage, comfort and performance of this compact SUV. This Brezza already came up with a full tank of fuel, but still I got it to the nearest fuel pump to top up the tank completely. This car took in 3.96 liters of petrol, which cost me approximately rupees 406.85, which means petrol over here in Chennai is definitely cheaper than that of Mumbai. Now it is time to drive this car for 200 kilometers non-stop in traffic and out on the highway and see the real world mileage, comfort and performance of the new Brezza. So we have just come out of the fuel pump and the car has taken 3.96 liters of petrol. अभी मैं trip meter को reset कर दूंगा and the trip meter A is at 0.0 kilometer and I have the automatic version of the Brezza with me. So this is a 6-speed torque converter. The older Brezza petrol used to get a 4-speed torque converter. उसके पहले जो Brezza diesel आती थी that used to get an AMT. So the torque converter seems to be working quite well in traffic. It is smooth over here and we'll get to know more about the highway performance in a bit. But अगर हम सिटी ड्राइविंग की बात करें तो what I like about the Brezza is the good visibility. You get a nice view of the bonnet ahead, the windows are wide and they are very nice, and overall it is an easy experience to drive the Brezza. The steering is very light. You get this nice auto dimming RVM which is missing in a lot of expensive cars these days, and the seats also offer good comfort and support, but again we'll get to know this after driving the car for 200 kilometers. So yes, this is the initial impression about the Brezza and let's clock a few miles now. Okay, so we have finally hit the ECR, which is the East Coast Road in Chennai. It is a very beautiful road. It goes straight to Pondicherry, and on the left hand side you have the coastal line, which looks truly mesmerizing in Chennai. And right now thankfully it is not raining, so काफी sunlight अच्छी आई है and the place is looking very good. The MID is showing 13.2 kilometers per liter. Distance to MT is 522 kilometers, and this car also has SHVS, which is basically a micro hybrid system. वो मैंने off करके रखा है, the auto start stop system, because when you stop at a signal the car turns off the engine and उससे cooling AC जो cooling है वो भी थोड़ी down हो जाती है, and then when you press the clutch the car basically comes back to life again and the AC starts cooling properly. तो मैंने वो feature basically off करके रखा है. And for this mileage test and performance test, I'll be driving this car just how I drive any other car on any normal day. The AC is going to be on all the time, and when we are not shooting, the music will also be playing. So yes, let's enjoy the drive and let's also get a real world perspective of the new Brezza. Okay, so we have completed 52.1 kilometers on the trip meter. The average fuel economy display on the MID is showing 14.9 kilometers per liter. The range has gone up to 541 kilometers and I am enjoying the drive. So we crossed the entire ECR some time back and now we are at a place called Kalpakkam. So the roads are average over here. There is a lot of traffic also on some of these roads. So the average speed of the car has gone down, and if I have to sum up the performance, I'd say the K15C engine is very smooth. No vibrations, no unnecessary noises. It is definitely smoother than the older K15B engine which it replaces. Maruti offers dual VVT with this engine, dual jet as they call it, and they have tuned this engine more towards fuel economy and less towards performance. So when we talk about the performance now, it has definitely gone down a bit, not a lot down, but definitely performance थोड़ी कम हो गई है, mileage ज़्यादा डिलीवर करने के चक्कर में. The ride quality of the Brezza has improved a lot. पुरानी जो ब्रेजा थी उसकी राइड थोड़ी स्टिफ थी, थोड़ा स्टिफ एज था उसमें. दिस वन इज मोर प्लश एंड कंफर्ट ओरिएंटेड, एंड ओवर बैड रोड्स एक्चुअली एंजॉयड द राइड क्वालिटी ऑफ दिस कार. एंड सम ऑफ द बिगेस्ट चेंजेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ फीचर्स आर द न्यू इंफोटेनमेंट सिस्टम. द HUD इज देयर. HUD मैंने अभी बंद करके रखा है बिकॉज आई पर्सनली फाइंड इट डिस्ट्रैक्टिंग. सम पीपल लाइक इट, सो इट इज मोर ऑफ अ पर्सनल चॉइस. यू हैव अ 360 व्यू कैमरा. क्वालिटी इज डिसेंट, नॉट द बेस्ट बट डिसेंट. तो पार्किंग द कार इज easy, but I'm enjoying the infotainment system the most. So this has a 9-inch screen, 4 speakers. I can see 2 tweeters also. तो चलिए थोड़ा और चलाते, and I'll give you another update at 100 kilometers on the trip meter. Just completed 100 kilometers with the Brezza automatic, and I'll quickly tell you what I like and what I don't like about this car. The seats, they really hug you tightly, and this car sadly does not get any leather upholstery. You get fabric upholstery all around, but the seats are comfortable, the ride is comfortable, and the long equipment list really keeps you entertained. You have a nice sounding audio system, and this is also the first Maruti car to get a sunroof. The engine is very smooth, it offers linear drivability, the automatic works well, but don't expect a lot of eager or enthusiastic performance. If we talk about the fuel economy, the MID is showing 15.1 kilometers per liter, and the distance to empty is approximately 514 kilometers per liter. मतलब कुछ ज़्यादा mileage दे रही है अभी तो, but we still have another 100 kilometers to go. तो तब वापस fuel भराएंगे at the same fuel pump in the same nozzle, and then we will calculate the exact fuel economy. What I feel could be better about the Brezza automatic, well, the engine could definitely do with some more punch. If we talk about the steering also, it is not very communicative or very feedback rich. It feels very neutral, and the car is also a lot comfort oriented. तो मतलब इसमें you cannot expect very eager handling. मतलब you can't really call this a fun to drive compact SUV. You can call this a family oriented, comfort oriented compact SUV. The older Vitara Brezza used to have slightly better handling characteristics. This one has gone softer. Steering में थोड़ी ज़्यादा feel और feedback होती तो मज़ा आता, and it does not self center also a lot. So that's about it for now. Let's continue with the drive. Okay, so just completed 150 kilometers on the trip meter. So far it has been good. The MID is showing 40.5 kilometers per liter, and the range is 470 kilometers. ये थोड़ा गिर गया the average fuel economy on the MID, because on the way now we encountered a lot of buses and SUVs and bikes like coming in and out of our way. So a lot of hard braking situations happened. थोड़ा overtake करने के लिए फिर hard acceleration भी करना पड़ा. Now people have this confusion कि this car is based on which platform. Some people are saying it is the tech platform. Some people are saying it is the hard tech platform. So this is actually based on the tech platform, not the hard tech platform. The tech platform is a global platform, and it underpinned the older Brezza also. Now with this one, Maruti is actually targeting a 5-star rating, and I think this would be the first Maruti car to get a proper 5-star global NCAP rating. This gets 6 airbags, which is a very welcome addition, and this gets ABS with EBD, hill start assist, ESP. All these features are present. Isofix style seat mounts also you get. Okay, so when you're driving on some internal roads, a situation happened where यहाँ पे animals जा रहे, right hand side पे वो लोग जा रहे थे. The truck braked this way, and I had to like stamp on the brakes. So वहाँ पे मतलब I got to really experience the braking power of this car, and that is how I inferred that, you know, the braking performance is actually decent. So now the plan is that we'll drive towards Chennai city, थोड़ा traffic होगा वापस, and we'll go to the same fuel pump जहाँ पे हम लोग सुबह गए थे, and fill up the tank to the brim and calculate the exact fuel economy. So that would be a more accurate way to find out the number instead of just relying on the MID. Okay, so I've completed 198 kilometers on the trip meter, and I'm at the same fuel pump as I had come in the morning, and now we'll fill up the tank to the brim and calculate the fuel economy and the running cost. MID is showing approximately 14.1 kilometers per liter, and I have filled how much fuel? So I have filled 13.6 liters, which means the cost was 1397.26 rupees. So again, let's do some math. So the car did 197 kilometers, and if we calculate the exact fuel economy, 197 divided by 13.6 would be 14.48 kilometers per liter. This is showing 14.1 kilometers per liter. So yes, the MID is more or less accurate, and 14.48 is actually a very good number. I drove 150 kilometers on the highway. There was some spirited driving involved, and around 40-50 kilometers I drove in heavy traffic also, with a lot of stop-go traffic and a lot of hard braking and all that. And 15-20 minutes the car was also idling when we took a couple of breaks to go to the restroom and to buy a couple of coffees and all that. So 14.48 is actually a very nice number. The SHA system also helps, and if you use the auto start stop feature, again the number will go up by 7 to 8%. So realistically around 15.5 should also be possible. So what would be the running cost? So the car did 197 kilometers in 1397.26 rupees. So 1397.26 divided by 197 would be rupees 7.09 per kilometer, which is again very economical, because most cars which give 10-11 kilometers per liter, the running cost in those cars is around 10 to 11 rupees per kilometer. So yes, with this it is quite economical and slightly better than what I expected. So now that we are done with the mileage test and we also saw how is the performance, let's check out the rear seat comfort of the Brezza. Now the thing over here is that you get only 2 adjustable headrests, no headrest for the middle passenger. This armrest is quite wide, 2 cup holders are present over here, you get rear AC vents, 2 charging ports at the rear, and overall it is a decent experience in the rear seat of the Brezza. Now getting in and out of the car is easy, it is not a very tiring process as such, and the window is also quite big in size, which lends an airy feel to the cabin. Overall, the angle of the backrest is just about fine, but this thing, the lower part of the headrest and this kind of hurts against your neck if you are someone who is as tall as me. So that is something that you need to get used to. You need to adjust the headrest accordingly, and space levels are fine inside the cabin. 3 people can sit here, but the middle passenger will be a bit tight. The floor hump is also a bit on the higher side, but otherwise again I think space is better than the Hyundai Venue and the Kia Sonet. So that's about it. But again, one more thing that you notice is that there are lots of hard plastics all around the cabin. The door pads also have a lot of plastics, and this part over here has some fabric upholstery. There is no leather upholstery anywhere in the cabin. So as we saw, the new Maruti Brezza does score quite well when it comes to fuel economy and even comfort. The number of features on this car has also increased, and the safety quotient has also gone up. Performance is just about okay. It could have been slightly better, but otherwise no major complaints with this car. My only cause of concern with the new Brezza is the fact that compared to the older Vitara Brezza, the prices of this car have gone up by almost rupees 3 lakh, which is why I personally feel the value for money quotient of this car has gone down slightly. However, if you still want something which is very peaceful to own and offers a no-nonsense experience, I'd still recommend the Brezza if you are okay with the compromise of this car not having a diesel engine and the slightly high price tag, especially for the topmost variants. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know what are your thoughts on the new Brezza in the comment section below. If you have any doubts about this car, do ask me and I'll be happy to answer all your questions.